Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. Guys, we are in GAC 20, match number 1. We're in expanded divisions, and I'm on vacation, and so we've got to try to knock this out anyways. I do have access to a computer, but not all of the bells and whistles that I have had in the past. Hopefully the production goes well. I do have my mic and my camera, etc. So anyways, I'm facing a dude with a pretty high lifetime banners already on the first match. Highest guy in my group. We're in Division 1. We have to place 4 extra teams on defense. 4 extra teams on offense are therefore necessary, and it's changing everything up. So I am going to show you guys my defense. I'm going to actually show you guys a lot of things that I normally don't show, just because I want to be able to. I didn't do my live stream because I'm on vacation, and I want to show you guys kind of my mindset. So probably a little longer video. I can't really help that. I did make some of the videos a little shorter. I am a little out of breath because I'm allergic to the dogs that live here. And so if you hear me gasping for breath, it's because I'm out of breath. So anyways, this is something people have been wanting me to do for a while. And I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this, but I want to show you guys the stats of the match. So, facing someone named Dancing Saber Usum, with some fun characters next to it. So, they actually contacted me, said they were a fan. They actually attacked a different time than normally. I wondered if they were waiting to see if I had... if I was going to attack on stream or not. I don't know. Not charitable of me to think that, but... so looking at the stats, 821 lifetime, so I'm a little ahead, but not as far ahead as I have been against a lot of my other opponents. Let's see, offense wins. We're in terms of stats, guys, we're pretty similar. I've got higher stats in most things, but not just like pervasively so. Now the thing that really matters to me here is the mods. He has me beat in high-end mods. We're pretty close in the lower-end mods. And he's got some crazy stuff, guys. I'll show you some of it. Some of it I'll just have to tell you. And anyways, he does have me beat in relics and in mods. I do have him beat in Gear 13. I'm beating him by about 10 pieces in Gear 13. A few more in Gear 12 as well. And even more Gear 11. So overall, my roster is maybe a little better geared. He has more speed. It's okay. So... anyways, here's my defenses, folks. Here's what I chose to set. The goal here is to not give any easy teams. Some of them are going to be teams that is like, yeah, well, he's probably going to beat it on the first try. Like, you can see on the top front zone, I mean, like the Kira team's nothing special. It's just scoundrels. I guess like Lando is there and stuff. I don't know, guys. But, you know, Maul is there. He's got his Zeta. Savage is there with his Zeta. He's only Gear 12. You know, very beatable teams, but at the same time, they're all teams that need a dedicated counter, not just some random hodgepodge of crap. I mean, maybe Maul is easy. I don't know. There's a lot of relics in there and stuff, though. I think that's a tougher team. You can see that in the front, I did put my Jedi training Rey, or sorry, just my normal Rey with Holdo and the Bando team, which makes it tough. There's a few tough things for it to, like, you can't use some of the standard counters. So it's a good team. General Skywalker, Darth Revan. We have the Dengar team, which I'm interested to see. Like, my opponent dropped some banners. I don't know what he used. I want to see what he did, but the Dengar team is just going to be annoying. You know, when you have to use a decent team to kill it. So, otherwise, in the back, I do have 2 Galactic Legends as well. So 3 total. Kept my Kenobi and my Sith Eternal. And, yeah, so there's my defenses, folks. Let's actually get into this, some decision making. So, here we are. Here are his zones. It's a little bit ghetto looking, guys. So here's his front zone. We have Bando with Nest. Darth Revan, really fast Darth Revan, like 351, and then Bastila Shan is like a 335, like maybe his fastest set ever. Like, she is insanely fast. Wait, she's even faster than my own Darth Revan is, I think. So, yeah, super duper duper fast. And then there's that Jedi Luke team without any. I thought that Hoda or Shak Ti would be super fast. Neither of them. They were like 300 something. And then And then we have a Jedi Luke here, Jedi Master Luke, with some pretty bad backup Jedi. So, yeah, up top, he's got the Jedi Training Rey, Commander Luke, an ill-advised Ackbar team, and we're all going to be placing these ill-advised teams. I mean, I already did it myself, and you know, with the Maul team and everything, and he has a lot of relics on that team, at least. In that, not much speed though, even though Ackbar does give some speed. And then a crew team as well without Hux, which is fine. He probably needs Hux for something else. I don't know what he's doing with Supreme Leader Kylo without a tank. Kind of an interesting situation there. But you can see, guys, I also have the overlay of the teams I have on offense here showing so that you guys can see what I'm going to be doing. So let's go back to the bottom zone, because that's what we've got to plan. And the thing that's really different about this is my opponent, or rather, I have to beat 4 teams in order to get to the back zone of 3. And so we've got to save some things. So I don't know if he places 3 GLs, can I beat them? So this would all be really easy if I just decided to use Sith Eternal on that Jedi Master Luke. But what if he has 2 Galactic Legends back there? Maybe he has 3. I don't know. He places a really tough defense. This is actually a very tough defense. And so, like, what teams do I use? Like, I would love to use Darth Vader to take out that Darth Revan team, but it's so fast that I need Watt if I want to make it work. And it only works because I have a really stupidly fast Thrawn. Other than that, like the Jedi Luke team, we can probably use troopers on it, but I don't want to use Gideon. And the Bando team has a 340 speed Kuiil, which is faster than any of my bounty hunters. I can't really use Jango lead there. They're just too well modded. They're going to do too much damage. Veteran Han there is a really sneaky, awesome add there because he's got stagger. He does a lot of good things. I don't want to use troopers because you can get stuck on nest. A lot of really big issues here. And so what I decided to end up doing, guys, is after a long time of stressing out about trying to figure out how to beat that Jedi Master Luke, I was like, oh, hey, I have Grievous available, and that's something I've been developing slowly over time, and this is a pretty awesome opportunity to actually use that as a counter. And then from there, I was like, okay, if we do that, then I can save Sith Eternal without having to worry. Like, we can use Sith Eternal and something else in the back if he has another Galactic Legend. I assumed that after scouting him, he probably only had 1 GL, but I wasn't sure. He does have Kenobi and everything with his ult. Not sure what he's going to do. So, that being said, let's actually get to the fighting, shall we? This has already gone way too long. So, here is the zoomed in version, guys. Let's see how it goes. So we need to take out the Jedi Master Luke team first. We need to do that. I also wanted to save the Jedi Revan team just to be able to counter if he has Supreme Leader Kylo. We can deal with that, hopefully. And you know, this is going to take some doing, guys. So we've got Grievous here. The idea here is to get a lot of target lock on people, but he's taunting. Hard to get target lock on anyone because we can only target him, but he has target lock, and we're gaining a bunch of turn meter just from this. Actually, just from hitting the 1 target lock, surprisingly. So, did the AoE, killed someone, and then everyone disappeared and gained tenacity up, and so no target lock. I was like, oh, if I do the AoE with Grievous, definitely target lock. But anyways, we're doing some good damage here. I don't even know which worthless Jedi disappeared here, but we're doing okay here. And we got extortion on Jedi Master Luke, and the whole thing is, guys, like, you just gain so much turn meter, you start doing so much damage, and you have so much healing that they can't really focus you down very well. Especially these kind of like indifferently modded B-level, C-level Jedi. I think my Grievous team could do a lot better again, could beat a lot better teams, but 56 here, I'm pretty pleased with that, if I'm just being totally honest, guys. So we got rid of that one. Now we gotta beat that Jedi, or that Darth Revan team. And so now that I don't need to use Sith Eternal with Watt, because that was the stressful part. I was like, man, if we use Sith Eternal, we have to use Watt there, because if Jedi Master Luke does his ability block, if we use armor probably never gets that buff on. She probably never applies Beskar or whatever, the ingots or whatever BS thing she gives, some kind of metal that somehow helps save the Eternal but doesn't actually show up on his outfit. So what we're doing, so I needed Watt for that counter, but now I didn't need Sith Eternal for that. We only use Grievous, and now we can use Watt here for Vader. So you can see we don't have Vader lead, we have Finn lead because he still gives offense and potency to Vader. And you can see here as well, so Darth Revan went, and then Thrawn went after that. Now here, let me pause it real quick, just to explain. Now, Thrawn, the only way this works, because if Basti goes, if she goes before Vader and Thrawn, she could potentially put fear on Vader, and it would mess everything up in a huge way. So what we needed to do was get Thrawn, because they would just dispel on Shore Trooper, and we would be screwed. So what I ended up doing was, so Darth Revan goes at 351, super fast, puts fear on him and the lead. We don't care about the lead, really. We just want his bonuses. And then Thrawn interjects, and he's like, hey, I'm actually 342. May I go next? And Basti's like, damn it all, yes, you may go next because I'm only 335. So Thrawn's like, okay, I'm actually going to let my buddy Vader go next. So we pass the turn to Vader, and that's where we are. And that's what happens when you're Darth Revan and you have 5 stacks on you. So the only way that works, though, so because there's that taunt from Malak, we really needed to pass the turn from Thrawn to Vader, so that we could go before Basti. So yeah, we've got the weapons tech. We took out Darth Revan, and at the very least, this team is very clean upable at this point. Threw the saber at Malak, got 400k, and got a fracture on HK. And at this point, we've got 8 dots on him. Maybe we'll win. Who knows? Oh, I do. I won. So 60 banners, pretty cool. My opponent hadn't attacked up till this point, and then I think he started attacking after it. So we got the kill here. I'm on vacation, so my attacks were a little bit sporadic. And so yeah, he took out at least one team. I think he got a 60 on my Rey, which I didn't know. I wasn't sure what that meant. Like, what team gets 60 on Rey? Maybe it's a mirror match. That seems likely. Like, mirror matches tend to have that result. I think Rey plus Watt can do it. I'm not sure. So anyways, this Jedi Luke team was a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm faster than it by a pretty huge margin. But we're not going to use Gideon because I need Gideon for my next counter, which I'll talk about. You guys will see eventually. Don't you worry. Just you wait. And so the thing that was making me nervous was Barriss is going to be healing quite a bit. And so if you saw my 3v3 videos, you guys know that Dark Trooper doesn't care. Dark Trooper does not care at all about that crit stuff. Like, if you crit, she heals, because he just does 0 crits. He just does 1,000,000 damage when he does. So anyways, I thought maybe Barriss would get some turns because she gets turn meter every time you hit someone, but as it turns out, she just didn't, and she lost. So that was fun. Finally, this Beskar team, it was problematic because I've used bounty hunters on it a lot, but I didn't have fast enough bounty hunters this time. You need Bosk and Grief to be faster, and usually Bosk and Grief at 324 and 323 are faster than most Kuiils, but my opponent has really good mods and put a 340 Kuiil in, so I put Moff Gideon here as the 5th, just because he's at 365, I believe. Yeah, okay, so I'm checking it at 365, and I was like, just making sure I have all my mods on him, because this will be a ruinous encounter otherwise. So the idea here is very similar to all of my other Aurra Sing bounty hunter leads. So Gideon just reduces all that turn meter. Hooray! So we get to go first now, and we just do the same thing as always. Taunt with Bosk. And that taunt, actually, because he was taunting before, we actually get 1 or 10% more counts toward getting our bounty. And so, He taunts, Grief calls the assist, Boss calls the assist, Aurra does her thing, and we disintegrate Beskar before he can even go. And now we've got to be careful. I don't want to hit Han Solo unless we're in stealth. That's the only way I want to do that. And so you can see we're getting kind of hammered here. Hopefully we get a turn with Grief. Everyone is getting stunned. Everyone's getting hurt and dazed and shocked. It's a total shock. Actually, not total. I don't think everyone got shocked, but you know what I mean. So I'm calling Aurra a lot to assist because her basic stuns, and so that doesn't work against Kuiil, but it can at times work against veteran Han. As you can see, that nest is probably too high tenacity to actually be able to stun. They have foresight, etc. We need to take out Nest next. Because here's the thing, like Nest will eventually just take out Beskar, and she loves, not Beskar, but take out Mando, and she loves to hit him because, or for whatever reason, it's like scripted. She just wants to take him out, but Beskar will just one-shot him, and he doesn't even get a revive because those whistling birds just auto-kill or perma-kill. So now we gotta, once again, we don't want to be hitting veteran Han while we're not in stealth. Like, we don't want him to hit us back. As cowardly as that is, I think he would even approve. We just want to take him out. We just want to take him out. So, finally got an AoE. I was like, oh, this'll do it. This'll kill him. And then it didn't, but other things did. We can disintegrate Kuiil. It doesn't matter. We have 2.5 minutes left. We can just take out the rest of the team. And look at our health and protection. I mean, this team is pretty resilient if you can actually do it. Moff Gideon showing his excellent swordsmanship skills there and hitting the air. That was pretty neat. IG-11 chuckled as he died, knowing that Moff Gideon was the only reason this team was being dragged down. So, let's see. I think, oh, hold on. Wow, that was terrible. Sorry, guys. We have to actually go into the next zone. We got to do the zone reveal. Dear Lord, let's do that. So, all right, we got through that top zone, or bottom zone, pretty well, actually. For Galactic Legend, a bunch of tough teams did pretty well. So, here's this, guys. So he has a Cad Bane bounty hunter team. That's who's the lead. You can see his hat, but his very iconic hat, his cowboy hat. Apparently there are cowboys in space these days. Oh yeah, there's a movie called Space Cowboys. Anyways, so check this out, guys. So he's got the full Padme squad, and then next to him was Bad Batch with Kenobi, and I was like, oh man, that's a mistake. Like, these guys are pretty high relic and everything. They're good. They're really well modded, but like, there's no way they stand a chance against Jedi. So, we've been gifted a Kenobi, like on a stick. What does that even mean? A Kenobi on a stick? That's so weird. Anyways, my opponent actually dropped a battle in his first zone. He failed against Darth Revan. So we would actually, even if he had we were still a little more efficient, about 6 banners more efficient than my opponent was in that first zone, even if he hadn't failed. But that one fail on Darth Revan, man, that was huge. Yeah, I lost a couple characters. I think maybe he tried to use troopers or something on it. I'm not sure. All I do know is it's time to take out some teams on the top first. The one that I wanted to find out for sure if it would work. So I saved Commander Luke here for the mirror match, and that's what we're going to try doing. Let's try mirroring it, because I have a faster Han. So this only works if you have a faster Han. You have to check. As it turns out, his Han was significantly slower, like 70 banners slower. It's so much slower that he's actually changed the type of units, the unit of measurement, into banners instead of speed. So it's like a foreign type of speed or something. All right, so you take out Chewie first. That's the key. And then you can just blow away Han. And then it's just fish in a barrel who can actually hit back. It's like armed fish in a barrel. It's like freaking sharks with laser beams on their heads. So Luke is in the right stance. I was like, oh, maybe we can actually enact some change. Didn't really happen. Didn't actually like reduce turn meter or anything, but we did change his level of health from alive to dead, and we call it good. So took him out, and I believe at this point I was like, all right, let's actually go back and take out that Kenobi. So he did. My opponent started clearing really quick. He one-shot everything up top. You can't see the numbers over to the left, apparently. Well, here, let's pause. I can actually show you guys. So he lost to that Darth Revan team. Everything else he one-shot. He got a 50 though on my General Skywalker team, so that was nice. Everything else, I think he got a 60 and a 60. Or maybe he dropped some on that Dengar team. Who really cares? It was nice. He dropped that one on Darth Revan, and we're doing okay. He was looking at my 2 Galactic Legends, but he has 3 of his own to counter him. So I wasn't worried about him. Wasn't worried for him. Anyways, now it's time to take out this Kenobi team. I was like, perfect. Let's actually just. Oh, you know what, guys? Can we go back here? Let's see, where is my... I actually have a matchup thing here. I wanted to show you guys here. Alright, so I apologize for the mess uppery. I was going to say the effery, but it's not the effrontery, but it's not really polite to say. So here are my teams. You guys can pause and look at it if you want. So the idea was, before I went and killed Commander Luke, so use Commander Luke up there, and then we can use Kenobi there, and then we have Sith Eternal. I know he doesn't have Watt available, but then I was like, Sith Eternal can just... We got to take out Kenobi now, because if we can just win the mirror, which I had no reason to expect us to lose, then we can use like Jedi Revan to take out Padme, or we could even just use Sith Eternal to take out Padme and use Jedi Revan elsewhere. We could even split it into 2 different teams, because we have Jedi Luke as well, and we have some pretty shady Jedi too. And then there are a couple pretty suspect teams. This Cad Bane Bounty Hunter team with Droideka is sketchy AF. So we can probably use like Bad Batch on them or whatever. But first, before we do anything else, we need to counter this Kenobi. So that's what we did, or that's what we're doing here. And I believe that's what this fight is now. So... Gotta take out this Kenobi with Bad Batch. See if they're imposters. They're not very fast, actually. I figured at least he's gonna have like a really fast echo, really fast tech, and he's going to just be able to wipe me out. Not very fast, well modded. I think they all had 6 E mods, if I remember right, and pretty high relic. So the one thing that's different about this than my General Skywalker, or than my Kenobi team, is exactly what I just said. In Arena, you run General Skywalker here. Instead, I'm using Ayla, who she fits in pretty well. She's Galactic Republic Jedi. She is blue. I mean, I don't know what blue has to do with it, but anyways, I was like, man, I don't even know how to start. So there's the taunt on Wrecker right off the bat, and he's actually got 8 stacks of his thing right off the bat as well. And then here. So all my buffs are suddenly gone. I can't heal. I'm dazed, and so it's like, okay. And he's got foresight. So Wrecker's got foresight. I can't even put armor shred on him. He's got the damage immunity. I'm like, all right. So let's start working on Echo here. May as well. Maybe we'll just take him out, and that didn't work. So we're back to square one. I'm like, all right. As long as we can get the ultimate, then we can start targeting whoever we want. But then they went into stealth, which means even if we do get our ultimate, we can't target anyone. So they're just dispelling all of our buffs, all of our things. You guys can tell me if this isn't a great start. At least I'm not going to tell you guys how it ended, but you guys can tell me what things could I have done better here. Maybe it's just the comp that's struggling. I don't know. I have a feeling that if we had General Skywalker here, things would probably be a little bit better. But Ayla here, I think she triggered Savior already, or maybe she's just really close, or whatever it's called. Kenobi has a newfangled name for it. But all right, so we're about to take out Wrecker here at least. Except I was like, oh, let's just target one of these other clones, and that was a mistake. But luckily, that didn't actually bite us. We killed Wrecker. But then they got their ultimate really quick as well. And I'm like, okay, let's take these guys out. Everyone's dazed, though, so no one's assisting. No one's doing anything. And, yeah, so Hunter's throwing his knives. We suddenly have to just target Kenobi. We just have to take it. And Ayla's still on death's door here. So, okay, there's the triggered savior. So I'm like, all right, we killed Wrecker. We're good to go, I think. Like, our synergy as Jedi is just going to be way better. And this is a pretty good call. Like, I'm using good characters. I'm not using, like, Mace or just, like, sketchy other characters. But, I mean, they keep dispelling. That's the thing that kept messing with me, was they kept dispelling all of my buffs. And, yeah, Hunter does a lot of damage with his thrown blades at Relic 7, as it turns out. So, there goes Kenobi, and at this point I was like, uh-oh. And then instant worry, because now Ki-Adi-Mundi's gone, so all of my two stalwart, my two really good characters are just gone. Echo's almost dead here, but now he's stealthed, and he's debuffed us. Ayla is dead, and at this point I'm like, can I kill Kenobi? We have 1 minute left. And Ahsoka, not feeling great here, did a hit, tried to heal and everything, but it was all for naught, and now it's just Kenobi versus 4 of them. And, yeah, F in the chat, guys. Goodbye, Kenobi. And, just wow, guys, it wasn't even that close. We killed 1 character with a pretty good Kenobi team, I thought. Like, they're well modded. Maybe Ayla could be better. I don't know. Seemed like I was up to the task, and we just got owned, like, super hard. Super duper duper hard. So, can we come back from it? I don't know. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, no, we don't have... Okay, so now I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to start... We're starting to get desperate, because I don't have many teams left. And, like, the only team that has any chance at all of beating that is Sith Eternal. He doesn't have Watt available. So, yikes, right? So, we're gonna try something that I've pulled off 2 or 3 times before. It is always super sketchy. We're gonna do Nightsisters versus Old Republic, or versus, not Old Republic. They're not that old. And they're not Republic, they're Resistance. They're like new Republic. So the idea here, guys, is we're going to be able to hopefully get some plague off, and old Daka can eventually just, zombie can die enough times. We're going to get enough turn meter. If we can just take out Finn, then things are going to be good. So Finn's close to dead, but old Daka's stunned and heal immune right now. At least Finn is gone, so we can maybe drag this team down screaming with a different, lesser team if we need to. Though, of course, I'm not going to just give it up. So I was debating here what I should do, because I didn't want Talzin to die, because then the next one... So Talzin would revive from zombie, and then the next one, if they targeted old Daka, then zombie would not be able to revive old Daka. So, as it turned out, though, I should have done my AoE there. Should have done my AoE instead of just a basic, because they would have just hit zombie, actually. Their retribution would have hit zombie. Only Jedi Training Ray is showing, so we can only hit her. Daka's on death's door, but finally got a revive, and R2-D2 keeled over, doesn't like the plague, as it turns out. And so Jedi Training Ray actually died before other people on our team, which is surprising. But with plague, I mean, that kind of thing, that kind of wonky thing happens. BB-8 was like, ooh, I'm going to counter you. And I'm like, actually, I'm just going to stun you, so you can't do that. And R2-D2 was like, oh, lame. Like a teenager would say. Yeah, at least in my generation, they said lame. They probably say something way less respectful these days. So, all right, we got that team down, and I'm like, whew, okay, all right. So now what do we do? And, okay, here, let me pause it. I'll show you. My opponent one-shot the crew team. I think he got 60. I could be wrong. And then he failed once on Supreme Leader Kylo. Had him in red, actually. Everyone else was dead. Had him in red. No idea what exactly happened. Hopefully something awesome, though. I assume something awesome. And then this Jedi Master Luke team, he tried twice and then stopped. So, good feels there. It looked like I had prevented him from full clearing, at least. So, that being said, we need to actually get through some of these teams first. There's not at all for sure that we're actually going to be able to win or even clear this top zone, actually. Now that Kenobi's just running amok with Bad Batch, it's kind of stressing me out. Hopefully I won't go on tilt. That was another thing that I was fighting. So I'm like, okay, let's do Bad Batch. We don't need Cody. And so you guys will watch me. Huge shout out to my buddy Calvin Awesome. He does a cool series called the Badly Beard. They probably don't have good beer, but the badly geared batch. So he has them all at 3 stars and gear 11, taking out teams with relics. So I watched some of his videos just to watch how he does things, and I eventually came to the realization that I don't have to do exactly the same things he does, as long as I can do similar things. Like we need to put all the days on everyone and everything, and then we can get everyone stunned. We want to do that, and then we need to kill Red Trooper here. It's very important that we kill Red Trooper. I decided to put buff immunity here on Crew, though, just so that he doesn't taunt, and now we can get back to the business of taking out Red Trooper, because we don't want him to mess everything up. Even though he's dazed and everything, I think he still gets his bonus turn. The only time he doesn't get his bonus turn is when he's stunned or maybe feared. Then he still takes his turn, but then it's over. So, anyways, I'm still trying to learn all the kits. If I made a mistake here, guys, you can go ahead and let me know, actually. But Wrecker did get his stealth. They look like they're in stealth, but they're actually stunned. As you can see, KRU's cape is not actually stunned. It's the only thing that's actually animated there. Everything else is just stock still, except for his cape. It's like, can you just stop? But anyways, we took out Red Trooper. We're doing damage. We got for a little bit there, at least we had defense up on everyone from Wrecker, and yeah, everything's good. This is a good counter, guys. Make sure you read the kits. It is really tough to learn this team. I am not there yet, certainly. Okay, guys, here. Let's pause it right quick. So, we took out that team. Thank goodness. We have that ill-advised Ackbar team up top. And then we have these 3. So, we have 6 teams. What could be the problem? The problem is we don't have anyone good with Padme except for Anakin. I did preserve Anakin. And then otherwise, we don't have much. Like Bo-Katan with Mandos is like, should we actually rely on them for a single thing? And then, like, what can Sith Eternal take? Like, he really only has these Sith. Like, I don't think I even have any other Sith available besides these ones. So, and no Watt, of course. It's just me being, I'm not lazy. This video took forever to make, actually. But me being kind of lazy in terms of, like, not taking him out here. But we have Sith Eternal. I was like, all right, the only chance we have of taking Kenobi out here is with Sith Eternal, and then we can use Jedi Revan to take out Padme regardless. I've done that a lot of times. We don't have Jolie or Grandmaster Yoda, but I think Jedi Luke is probably more than adequate replacement for him. And then the question was, who kills these other teams? And the answer is, I think Mothma takes out either the Cad Bane team or that Rebels team, and then the Bo-Katan team probably has a fighting chance, a swinger's chance against either of them as well. So we're going to fold all these teams up, maybe use the Padme team, and I think we have 4 teams left. We have 5 teams remaining to take them out. Let's see what we can do here. First, we got to take out Kenobi, though, I think. Yeah, this is a little bit nerve-wracking. Now we can see if it was true. Oh, you guys can't see it, actually. Let's see. Yeah, look at how few Sith. We have Emperor Palpatine left. Seems like a strange oversight, actually. Oh, hold on. You guys don't need to see. You guys don't want to see all this madness, do you? There we go. Okay. Now we can start. We may begin. Let's see. There we go. Apologize for how ghetto this video is. It actually took a really long time to plan, folks. It really did. So, we got linked on Kenobi, just because it's going to take a lot of turns. And then realize the Bad Batch don't gain turn meter while Kenobi is lead. Like, that's a thing that he just disallows. So my respect for this team grows, actually. Okay, so we've got linked. Now we've just got to... I was like, you know what, let's take out Hunter, I guess. They immediately got their ult. Dear Lord. And look at how low health Sith Eternal is. Like, they did some work. Hunter's like, I don't care about your protection. I don't care about anything. Like, we'll just kill you, even without Wrecker here. And then they just randomly took out Kenobi. Like, randomly, maliciously took him out. So at this point, I'm just praying, like, please don't kill Sith Eternal before I can get my ultimate and kill some of you. Please just let me do what I want to do. Because after the teams that you guys saw, I've got, like, nothing. Almost nothing at all, in fact. So, pretty bare bones. Finally could take out a couple more of the Bad Batch. So that was good. I think I did relink at some point to take them out. And now Hunter is here, and he actually just beats my whole team. Just kidding. He totally doesn't. He doesn't stand a chance. We just fried him like a porg. So, 33 banners, dropped another 7 there. Dear Lord. That team was really well modded or really well done or something. Really strong. So, I was like, all right, let's just go in. We have our plan. We're gonna take out these teams. Let's just go for it. So the last good remaining team is this Padme squad. So we're gonna take the Jedi and just destroy them. Hopefully, if that doesn't work, then God help us. We probably can't clear, but we have to know, because maybe if we're gonna take something out here, maybe we can. Maybe we can do it. So worth giving it a try at least. So, target Anakin, no problem. And then you'll note that, we bounce back and forth to hit Kenobi when he's taunting, but he's not taunting now because Luke dispels that taunt. So, I mean, it's just nice. It feels broken, right? Like having Luke just every time stun everyone. Every time is in like once every 4 or 5 or 6 turns. So it's not that consistent, but even if they have buff immunity at the time, or debuff immunity, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So, he's just like, nope, you'll be stunned. But Mom, you said you'd let me stun you. It's kind of awkward. He has no memory of his mother. So, anyways, killed Anakin with one strong whack with a saber, as my friend Calvin Awesome would say. And now we just need to take out Padme, take a quick detour. We don't want to be hitting the main target with double attacks, because they gain so much bonus turn meter, or so much bonus protection. They don't gain bonus turn meter. Apparently I got lazy and just targeted her anyways. For that, she's not... We waited so long that she actually took a couple turns, and she had her mark gone, whatever. I mean... We got through it. Well, now that Padme's gone, now we can target whoever we want and expect good things. I don't know if Cody took a memorable turn this whole time. He probably oh, there we go. He looked at Sidious just now, and Sidious was like, yeah, just nuke him, dude. It's like, all right, bro. So I'm trying to find a way to get some banners back, just because... Why not? It's good to be in the habit of doing that. We can play with our food. We don't have any time or turn meter restrictions. May as well try to drag this out a little longer and, just try to get some banners back. So at the end of the day, 59, not too bad against a fully armed and operational Padme team. Not the fluff Padme teams that I see people failing on, but that team. So now we've got Cad Bane lead and Ackbar lead. And these guys have some serious relics on them. So don't want to underestimate them. I do have Mon Mothma here, and people have been asking, why? I bet you lose a lot with Mothra, right? And or like if they don't have Grievous, so my opponent keeps Grievous for offense, they're like, well, what do you even use her against? Like, why don't you just put her on defense sometimes? And I'm like, because she beats a ton of teams, actually, like a ton of teams in 5v5. I mean, you guys say it, so if she's actually any good on offense or on defense and actually gets holds, then she can actually beat other teams that don't have like if you assume that she's going to win with some of her other teams, then I guess against other teams, I can't spit it out because what I really want to say is Cara Dune has not been throwing her grenades because she doesn't want to trigger bigs. She want to just take people out with single hits. Anyways, if people think that the Mothma team can actually get holds, then they probably do okay. They probably do just fine, in fact, against on offense as well. There's probably other teams that can beat on offense. So that being said, I finally did throw my grenade, but just out of curiosity. I used Biston's turn meter steal ability just to say F you to Biggs. He got a turn, of course, immediately after that, but yeah, we were able to just mitigate his damage quite a bit because I already taken people out. And this team has like relic 7s on a lot of these characters, relic 6, and his rebel fleet actually ended up getting a 67 against my negotiator. I'm wondering if I put relic 7 on my opponents or on my rebels, if that'll help against negotiator. I'm sure it'll help some. That being said, we got to take out this Cad Bane team. He does have a negotiator over there, so we're gonna deal with that. And whoa, okay, so here's Cad Bane and company. We're gonna use. We don't have anything left really. We have Mandos left. Oh, we have Mandos, and we have a pretty bad Padme team, a Badme team, if you will. It's different than Sadme. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. Padme can come in and clean up the dregs if necessary. Armor was like, I don't know what to do. I would like to get another stack of Beskar, please. Another stack of ingots. And then Droideca's like, well, you can't get it from me because I'm dead. So I don't know what the deal was with that. Still learning this team, apparently. They're not clocked the way I should have them clocked. Everyone got ability blocked. They're clocked and blocked. Sounds reminiscent of other words that we sometimes use. But anyways, I mean, like, not doing too bad here, right? I mean, people are just dying really easily, in fact. And then we throw grenades and just, like, kill Dengar one shot. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that level of dominance, frankly. Like, they were all, like, relic. Some of them were relic characters. They were decent. I don't know. It was just kind of a weird fight. Glad it worked out, but now we've got ships. So, decided to go for... I was like, all right, as long as I one-shot clear him, then I'll win. As long as we do that. So if we clear, then we win. That's really the bottom line. So I'm like, all right, let's not do anything fancy. We won't try home one against his negotiator. Instead, we're going to use Malevolence, even though it's kind of an ugly fight. Always such an ugly fight, in fact. Maybe we can actually make something happen here. Who knows? The problem is, of course, that they take so many turns so quickly. Like, they kill Vulture Droid immediately, and they actually get... yeah, but I can't get in a word in edgewise. Like, we can't get any buzz droids on Anakin, in fact. At least not initially. Like, I mean, I do this in Arena a lot, so it's not that crazy. The thing that really threw me for a loop was Sith Bomber coming in. I was not expecting him to be here. So, like, Malevolence actually struggles against this because everyone is dazed now. No one's assisting. And so what... I don't know. This was totally outside my realm of experience. Not exciting at all. Not entertained. Can do the AoE here. Everyone's dazed. Gotta stay on target here with Anakin. Thank God some of our guys weren't dazed. So, or had it wear off at least. And then those two guys, those enterprising fellows who helped me finish off Anakin, they were themselves sacked. So you have that. And then I was like, all right, Spy can come in. Even though no one else can really help to assist, Spy can at least just help nuke one character, and that's what we did. We took out someone. Now I don't remember what character it is or what ship it was. Whatever. May as well swerve for just a minute there. There's a taunt on that Sith bomber. So Hyena's almost gone. Sunfac is gone. Everyone just got their whatever it is, their loyalty buff that I can't even remember. I was like, oh, this is why I brought Emperor Shuttle, so that I can heal Hyena Bomber. And then I realized that's only on Empire ships that you can do that. So kind of a waste. Hyena's like, no, don't kill me. And they were like, we're just gonna anyways, despite your polite request. And now things are looking a little bit weird. Like we have what, Spy, Emperor's Shuttle. Those are the two holding down the fort. I am glad I brought Shuttle though, just because he adds a little bit of resilience. I was originally just going to go with the basic team with Soldier and everyone. Decided to bring Shuttle just in case, and so we did get Soldier in, and now I guess it's time to just try to take these guys out. Luckily, I got my ultimate at one point and stuff, so they can get that one last FU AOE on me. And I can sit on, I was like, oh man, I bet I only got like 55. And then the game's like, actually, you got 54, loser. And I was like, I'm not actually a loser. That was actually good. Great result. We got a one shot. And Ugly AF, of course. And now it's time. The time has come to clench once again with Rebels. I don't know if it's probably not a bug. It's probably just bad RNG lately. But lately, my Falcon has not been assisting very much in Arena. Like, I had to take it out because it was just... I had tons of times that it just wasn't assisting. And so we started off the fight with the Falcon just not assisting at all. And, you know, there was another instance of the Falcon not assisting here. And so now we have ability block on the Falcon, and no one can assist, and I was like, uh-oh. But finally I did get the wiggle, get another shot, took out Bomber. You gotta blitz Bomber, guys. I've seen people go straight for Vader or that shuttle, or, you know, whoever the third is, and it's folly. You can kill one of them maybe, but you eventually just do die like a dog. Which, some dogs don't actually die that badly, in fact. That's not necessarily the worst fate, if we're just being totally honest. But anyways, I decided, I'm like, okay, we have some time. Let's play with our food a little. Let's get more banners, because even though banners don't matter at this point, as long as I can win and beat this team, we can, you know, it doesn't matter. But who knows? It's just good to be in the habit, folks. So got the full clear after Bad Batch wrecked me. So my Bad Batch, I would say, like, the most valuable team on this fight was Bad Batch for both sides. So, whew, all right, 2806. I don't know what the great score is here. I'm sure that the line of shame is somewhere around 2800, maybe even like 2810. I didn't have a great score. I had a few pretty stinkers. What does that mean? Pretty bad scores. That being said, folks, a win against an 810 guy is pretty good, I would say. An 820 guy, 824, I think. He's pretty good. Great player. He messaged me congratulating me on the win. Congratulations to him on finding a great defense and still managing to do so well against my defense, which was admittedly kind of an FU defense, but what's a man to do? And that being said, folks, I think I'm going to call it here. So, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.